Oh, I would just say that, this is such a big thing. It's going to take decades to happen. And so we still really are pretty early in it. And, often people say, it took the internet 20 years to happen. No, it took 20 years just to get to the browser, right? And then it took another 30 years, to get to where we are today. So, the internet's 50 years old, blockchain's 13 years old. So we're still really early. And so, yeah, theoretically, there will come a time where, the average IRR of our industry is going to decay down. But I think we still are very early. And there's still just such a small number of people that are engaged in this, maybe 200 million, 300 million people, something like that. There's 3 billion people with a smartphone, right? And I think it's pretty inevitable. Almost everybody on Earth with a smartphone is going to use blockchain in 10 or 20 years. I'm not saying it's going to happen now. And I was just on CNBC and I followed up a US congressman that had just the most reactionary negative view of Bitcoin. And the interviewer asked, had I caught, the previous comments? And, what did I think about it? I was like, it makes me wildly bullish. Like, if you still have people that have such reactionary, views, it means there's still more people to convert, right? So we're still really early in this trade.
Talk to me about the institutions and that adoption curve. The first people in the space were the family offices and the high net worths. Then you're starting to see more and more institutions come in. What's the journey there, and how far are we with that?
There again, I think we're just at the tip of an iceberg, and it's an iceberg this industry's been talking about for 10 years. So, all credit to the fact it's been predicted for a long time, but it is actually starting to happen now. There's big public pension plans that are very public about how they're investing in blockchain. Most of the major endowments have blockchain investments now. And the way I think about it is, you and I used to trade together in the 90s, and, we've been through commodities becoming an asset class, emerging markets becoming an asset class. It's obvious to me that blockchain will be an asset class, and everybody's going to have a blockchain team, blockchain allocation. And I think it's going to be some number like 800 basis points or something, some number like that. And all the institutions that we have invested with us or with, our competitors in the space, they have, maybe 50 basis points or at most maybe 2% of their assets in blockchain. So my kind of construct is we've done a lot of work evangelizing for our space over the last 10 years. And we've gotten some institutions, but not even all, to go from 0 to 1. We got a no to become a yes, but it's still very, very small. And the trade for me is over the next 10 years, it's going to go from 40 basis points to 800 basis points. And that's just a lot of buying to happen.
Yeah, my view is there's that, which is the buying side. And then there's the retail adoption side as we build out use cases for the masses. And those two things, is how you get to the 3 billion number. And I don't know, my guess is it will end up being a $200 trillion asset class, which is in line with the size of other asset classes. And the adoption is fast.
Yeah, it's happening. There's a lot of good use cases, like especially cross-border remittance. That's such an easy one to get your head around. The average fee is 8% for remittance, and for us in finance, that's just a number. But like for the migrant, it's a month's wages that they're paying their remittance company, and so you already have 10% of all U.S. to Mexico remittance going over Bitcoin. That's great news. It doesn't sell newspapers, so they don't publish stuff like that because they like to publish bad stuff. And there's 2 million people using Bitso now. So there's a lot of traction, bubbling up. But again, we're going to billions in the next 10 years.